All right, try this again. So I know something about these. I had this cranked up for max d-axis gain scaling. So default is way down there at 20% or 0.2. I believe that's 20%, and then this is set to start at 90% duty cycle. So could probably leave this to start at 80, honestly, and then maybe we can bring this up to like let's go to 50, and we'll save that and see what that gives us. Just see how that looks. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring field weakening back up to say 6, even 500, and I want to get it so it actually comes in and I see the noise, and we'll do a run or two to see if changing those settings can be beneficial. If changing these two can be beneficial to making that smoother, to getting rid of this roughness here and the motor currents. So I think that's probably a good plan. Let's give that a try. None of that's nice. None of that looks good. Not beneficial at all. Let's go back in here and just quickly look at. Yeah, I'm not even sure I understand those. Trying to understand all this all at once here. So basically the current comes in kind of like how I want to see motor current, or sorry, battery current. It's pretty close. If we're to look here at experiments, power comes in exactly how I'd like to see it. A nice steady increase. That stuff is good. That is, that's how it should be coming in. But this motor current control, like that's not good. So I've also changed this to zeros here. I don't know. I don't think that's better. We can bring this up to come up a little later. We can wait till a little higher RPM. I'm not worried about that. So that's at 285. That'd be 284. So around 284 seconds. So 284 seconds is like 15,000 electrical RPM, just like back here. Yeah, it's like right here. We could have the field weakening come in a little later, a little higher duty cycle. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really baffled on this. I don't even know if I'm tuning something that exists. Like, bring this up to 80. Bring this down to 200 or something, or maybe 400. And that, like that, come down here. So I guess what it is we're able to control. So this setting here, if I remember correctly, this 50% setting is allowing D-axis current to come so far with maximum torque per amp, which is this setting here. So basically that's limiting how much, you know, is coming here. So we can shift timing, we can shift the maximum current for maximum torque per amp, but I think the better solution, now that I'm coming back to it, is to bring this up higher, like 70, have it come in around there, field weakening, keep it lower, and shift timing, and have field weakening come in at a higher duty cycle as well, maybe even 85% duty, because we don't really want field weakening. I guess that's the thing too, is we don't really want field weakening to come in when maximum torque per amp is happening. We want that to happen earlier. So we can do that. We can bring this down. I think I'm going to shift that to 200. When I go back here, I know I'm changing a bunch of things at once, which you're not supposed to do. Maximum torque per amp, we could even bring this to come in at like 75, and we can do that. And let's just try a test there. We don't have to make it a long test. If I see it looking rough, we're going to let off. As soon as I see this noise, we're going to let off. We're going to try and tune that a bit today. We're getting lots of power. I've hit 140 kilowatts on the output, which is, you know, honestly, we're breaking 210 horsepower at the shaft, which is pretty incredible. So let's keep going here. Everything looks good temp-wise. Well, you know, some people say Bob's your uncle, but I think I just did good. I think I'm on to something. It's more about getting a combination of these settings better. Yeah, we're touching on just about 140 kilowatts again. The current control stayed smooth. Happy with that. Field weakening comes in kind of like where you would expect. Maximum torque per amp comes in. It does really nice. You know, it's pretty close. We got a pretty decent power curve, just gaining power like it should be. We didn't go to max RPM, but what did we go to? We spun to, you know, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, just under 20,000 electric RPM. All looked pretty good. I think this combination, I think the key is, like, right now, is to be clear, like, I'm letting my D-axis current start earlier, like it should. Letting it go up to a certain percentage, and then having it stop, and then field weakening, having it start at a higher duty cycle. I'm limiting field weakening current to a lower number, but I'm also cheating a tiny bit by running some encoder offset here. So the next one is going 5 more degrees here, and then just doing that just to see. So we hit what, 253, 354, 450, you know, 460 amps. Current control stayed pretty smooth. I'm okay with that graph there. I'm not revving it right out for a full run yet, but we're getting close. So let's go back here and double check that temperatures are okay. So we're okay. Voltages are getting a bit down, but we're still above half a charge, which is okay. Just a little above half charge. Make sure temperature is okay on this side. Temperature hits 70 there. Temperature, you know, a little less here, but still a clean signal. So we'll let this keep going. And so I've just shifted timing. That's all I've done for this next test here. So I actually think that made it worse. Experiments, plot. Might have made a tiny bit more output power. It might have made it a little more efficient, but you know, I think we're kind of at the limits where we're going to go with timing. So now if I wanted to, I think honestly, we're better to go back with timing. So I'm going to probably set that right now. I remember 27 being the ideal number, so that's probably, I'm gonna go like 37 because 27 was what it calibrated at. Sorry, 27. So 37. So only 10 degrees shift in the timing. I'm gonna save that, and then I'm gonna probably end up pretty close to that. So like just a small movement on the timing. You know. See, this is a little rough, so it's good to, you know, it's getting a little rough, so it's good to see if we can. And then maybe what I'm going to do, I really don't know how I want to set these proportional and integral gains. If we want them slower or faster, if we want this to ramp faster. But what I might look at is just proportional and integral. So KP is 0.7 and integral is 16. P07 and I16. P7, 07 and 16. I don't know. I just like, let's save all that. What's the chances? Now that's for field weakening, which is where this comes in. Let's just see if that does anything. I honestly, I don't know, but I'm going to watch it closely. And I can see it in either graph, but I think I'm going to watch this one. And then we'll go from there. So we're okay here. This is again where field weakening really comes in. The current control goes all to hell. Yeah, it's okay. I'm making a video, so so basically temperature, RPM, let's see. So field weakening comes in really hard here, and goes all to hell. So it's at like just 1 second before 380 or half a second before 380 seconds. So if we look at that, yeah, it's right here where field weakening kind of max is. I think that's what's happening is field weakening is maxing, current control is going to hell, so it's reducing field weakening. Looking back here at the plot, touching 140 kilowatts again, that power curve looks okay. This doesn't look right, and I think what's going on is we're having current control issues with the motor current. So that's, you know, something we got to sort out. So basically less field weakening and more timing is probably the answer. So basically so the temperature is a little warm, everything's a little heat soaked, not bad, but heat soaked a little bit. So turning field weakening down another 100 amps would probably help it, and shifting timing instead might be a better solution. So if we bring this down 100 and we shift timing to 42, which is 15 degrees timing shift. So now we've reduced field weakening current. I'm still running these numbers. I don't, honestly, I have no idea what this does, this field weakening loop. Yeah, it controls how fast field weakening ramps in, but like, are we talking about this? Or are we talking about like how fast this moves? Like, I get it has a timing limit, but you know, 500 milliseconds, so that's a half a second ramp time. I don't know. I don't understand field weakening control. So is the field weakening control in this motor current at this point? I don't know. But anyways, changing this down 100 amps, so cutting that in half and changing the timing by 5 degrees is going to probably make that better. So let's just go back here. Temperature, we got warm, but not horrible. So we're still up there in temperature. We might hit thermal cutbacks on this test. What did we do on this side? 75. So we're getting up there. We're not far from thermal cuts, right? So it's still there. I'd like to just look at this to see if we can make, if that's going to get better. 380, so just before 380, so RPM wise, just before 380, so we're at 15, 16, 17, about just over 18,000 electrical RPM where it starts. So now we can kind of look and see what happens. See how this curve looks as well. The curve on this side, that's a nice curve. I like that. It should flatten out somewhere around 140 kilowatts and stay straight until max RPM, but field weakening is not happy. I'm trying to buy time for this next run, but I think we're going to go for it. Temperature is at 40 degrees Celsius. It wants to take off and run away. One controller is probably catching the other. I didn't get an overcurrent or anything, but that's enough for today anyway. Coming back, you know, back over 150, you know, back over 140 kilowatts again. I'm sure that's going to look good in video, and I'm sure it's more efficient now. And those changes, like this is where I let off, you know, and where were we for max RPM where I let off? Like just over 20,000 electrical RPM. So everything I did made that all better. We can fill this in a little bit, maybe by changing maximum torque per amp or something, but like that's not too bad. We're in good shape there. Up here where I completely, like I started letting off throttle here, trying to let off slowly so this wouldn't happen, but unfortunately this setting here, the duty cycle start and this Q-axis factor for field weakening, it's not the right way for I don't know, something isn't right there. Like it shouldn't even have tried to run away like that. I don't even understand. we're kind of struggling with, like, I let off the throttle to here, and then it just took off to like 7,000 electric RPM. Why would it do that? Why would it even try and achieve higher RPM when I let off the throttle? I guess this side decided it's going to go up. And I was hitting the stop button, but it wasn't controlling it. But either way, on the field weakening and the motor control current side of things, we're making progress. And I'm pretty sure if I look back at this video, efficiency is going to be up there. Like when we're up at about 145 kilowatts or just below 142 kilowatts peak or whatever that is, that's we're probably only putting in 160 kilowatts. So that's actually, we're up there in efficiency. We're starting to get there, and it would make sense because the motor control current is pretty smooth. I'm pretty happy with that. So I guess it's in the settings. I'm kind of fighting with probably 3-4 issues I'm trying to solve all at once. One is this thing where I let off the throttle. I don't know how to solve that, what to do about that. I don't even know. Like, do I shut the contactors off? Like, that might be an option. Like, do I shut the... just doesn't even make sense. We're not even in field weakening. We're below back EMF. So, we're below base speed. Base speed, well, the battery's down a bit. But base speed's something around... At 460 volts, it was 37,000 electric RPM. And we weren't even close to that. So, I think we're below base speed, I'm pretty sure. This is some other control issue, but either way, I think that's some good progress. So I might link these two videos together. Hopefully you guys are watching them. Hopefully this makes sense for you.